Hello, Gun Nation says we are live. So we'll wait till some people jump in here. Had Ranger 10 on, Uncle Dan. Don't know if they're still in the house or not. They might have jumped out and going to be coming back. Shows nobody's, and oh, no, there's five. So y'all sound out. I'll give you a shout out. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone and y'all's family. Hope y'all are all planning a big feast tomorrow, and of course, friendship and celebration, all that stuff for your family. Hello, Dirt Track. How are you, sir? Yep. Happy 2A Trump Thanksgiving. Yes. Yep. And cheers, everyone. Pistol Pete's in the house. Cheers, everyone. We got a little more Buffalo Trace. Had something that wasn't very happy happen today. Um, our oldest dog was having a lot of problems. His back legs were giving out. He was a dachshund. He's 14 years old, so unfortunately, I had to go and take him to the vet today and take him out of pain. So that sucked, but great dog. Y'all, everybody's been through it. It sucks. So my family's pretty torn up, of course, but you know we're pressing through. So and also want to find out what y'all like to eat on Thanksgiving. Some people don't do the traditional; they do different things, um, different types of food. Mexican food, Italian food, uh, you know, or turkey or ham or whatever. But let me know what y'all are planning to eat tomorrow. Thanks, Pistol Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, it sucks. I got him when he was a little bitty puppy from Oklahoma. I was working out in that area, and a guy that I was working with, his sister had, or I guess they had these dogs, and they were under the house, and or the mother, had bred or given birth under the house and had these puppies. So I got one of them and brought him back, and man, he was full of worms. I mean, I spent a fortune on him, but like I said, I had him for 14 years. He's a great dog. So yeah, use code Big J, thirsty for 95% off any liquor store in the U.S. That would be nice. That would be very nice. So, but yeah, definitely need this drink today. Been saving it all day so I could have it with y'all. But what y'all's what y'all got on the menu tomorrow? I'm very curious because I'm gonna eat good tomorrow. I'm gonna kind of jump off the diet and eat whatever I want tomorrow. I know that they've already made the stuffing. My wife's in there making corn pudding. She's making pies. They already made some pies today, a coconut pie and another pie. My wife's making chocolate pecan pie for me. We're having a bourbon pecan pie, um, a chocolate pie. What else? Strawberry pie. Man, there's going to be pies galore. But we've got family coming tomorrow to my mother-in-law, so all about the gravy. I like me some gravy. And we're doing turkey, and of course cranberry sauce. But I don't like the high dollar cranberry sauce. I like the ocean spray or whatever out of a can. I don't like that relishy crap, that high end stuff that you buy. I'm old school, man. I like to just cut the lid off the can and dump it right in a bowl. That's the way I eat it. So, what do y'all like? Hello, Brian. How are you? Let's see here. Yep, mashed potatoes. That's good. We're having mashed potatoes too. Yeah, Uncle Dan. Let's see here. Also, my dog at 13 years, born on my birthday. Tough deal for us for sure. Yeah, it sucks, man. They're our part of the family. That's for sure. But I I put out a video today with this little Vatatu, you know, inexpensive dot green dot. And yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened, but Amazon delivered it because Vatatu reached out and said, "Hey, we want to send you some stuff." And I was like, "Okay," because I've worked with them before, and they sent it, and I opened it up in the Amazon, and I was just gonna do a quick tabletop and throw it on a pistol, and did the tabletop, and come to find out the damn thing's used. So I guess somebody bought it from Amazon, um, and returned it, and they didn't check it. Amazon didn't check it, put it back on the shelf, and then when they ordered it for me, they sent me out that one because it's missing screws. I put the video out today, but it's missing screws. It's missing the instruction booklet, which I don't have to have, and I have screws. But if this would have been somebody's first dot, that would have sucked. Hello, Rich B. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, because he's gonna freaking the tariffs. We're gonna kill him. I've already gotten 5 tariff relief or 5 tariffs information from OE manufacturers that are out of the United States. 2 from General Motors, 2 from Ford. Who's the other one? There's one more. Oh, Stellantis. They're going to be charging 25 to 30% tariffs. So they're going to start bringing some jobs back. I promise you that. That'll last for about 5 minutes. Oh man, about to get the Q Mini Fix. Thoughts? Awesome. Awesome. I've shot a Mini Fix in 300 Blackout. It was the SBR version. It was not mine, but I've shot it with a Q Trash Panda on it, and it's incredible. It's freaking awesome. You can't go wrong with that. And then, of course, they got the 8.6 out now, too. But no, you can't go wrong with the Q Mini Fix. Very, very nice SBR / pistol. Hello, Looney Tune. How are you? Yeah. I know it can happen. That's just the first time it's happened to me. And hell, I go live on, or basically, I did the box opening on, and I wasn't, I don't hide anything. And I mean, I don't think it was the Tattoo's fault. It was Amazon's fault. But I say what happens. I don't make stuff up. Pistol Pete says the SCOTUS could be accepting an assault weapon ban case before Christmas to be heard next June. So I'm concerned about something popping off between now and then. I wouldn't be surprised. I have a feeling something is going to pop before January. So for Inauguration Day. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think some stuff's going to happen. So it's gonna be weird, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to eating tomorrow. I'm sure everybody is. We got a lot of family coming over to my mother-in-law's house, so we're all getting together. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. Have you ever heard of a Sea Breeze? It's a case. It's pretty big, and you put 45s in it, and you just push the button. It's like the old time, and it'll go like that, and it'll lay the record down and play it through your speakers. It's called a Sea Breeze. It was my wife's father's, and we had it up in the attic. The thing is freaking heavy as shit, so we got it out of the attic today, and we're going to give it to her uncle tomorrow. He's coming down for Thanksgiving, and she's going to give it to him because he collects 45s and stuff and plays them, and so we're going to give it to him so he can take that big old sucker home. I mean, it works. I've had it plugged up before, but it weighs about 9 million pounds. Pistol Pete, I've got a video coming out on it, but I will tell you this. I did trigger pulls on it. Since we're all family here, let's see how well, because I did not put the trigger pulls in the video. Let's see if you can see them. Top is your single action. That's 2 pounds, 15 ounces, 2 pounds, 13 ounces, 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Double action is 6 pounds, 6.8 ounces, 6 pounds, 6.9 ounces, and 6 pounds, 3.1 ounces. So there's the pulls. Y'all are the first to see it, the first to hear the pulls, and that is with the Lyman digital gauge. It's always been very accurate. So that trigger is freaking incredible. It is freaking incredible. Yeah, 6.5 double action. Yep, it is awesome. Hello, John. How are you? Yeah, the trigger is incredible. But I did a desktop video that I feel that gun deserves, where I really show it, and I go in great detail of what all was done to it. I did the box opening, or I guess whatever you want to call it, unveiling, where they unveiled it, and I got to see it there if you watch the Impact Machine video. But it definitely deserves its own tabletop. So that thing it's freaking awesome. I am really happy about that. Yeah, and a lot of people, I guess, that saw, or some people that saw that video said, well, why didn't you go single action? Why didn't you go single action? I want to keep it the OG, because I've got 1911s, for single action, but I wanted to keep this double action single action, but I definitely wanted them a lot lighter. And Scott made that happen. And if y'all want Impact anything from Impact Machine or have work done, he's got that code for y'all. I don't make anything on it, but it's BJGG10. That saves you 10% off anything. He's even got a Black Friday sale going now on some optic plates and stuff. And I think they're automatically on sale, but I don't know if you use that code, if you even get more off. I don't know. But, if y'all want to check, if you need anything, you can try it there too. Speaking of Vitatu, or however you say it, I absolutely love their little IR illuminator laser. Stacks up against the D-ball at less than 10% of the price. Yeah, I've got that one. I showed it in that video. I haven't played with it, of course, but here it is. It's kind of like the little D-ball deal. I don't know how well y'all can see it. And it's the green laser, but I don't have night vision, but I still think it'll be kind of cool. Play around with it. Brian says, been admitted to the hospital 2 times since I was last on this chat. Hands are so numb, I can't feel. Oh man, feet are the same. Having a hard time, can't hold anything. Damn, man, that's horrible. Yeah, I mean, you're way worse off than me, but I tweaked my right shoulder pretty bad, and I don't know what's going on with it, but it freaking hurts. Yeah, I wanted to keep it double action, single action. Also, I wanted to share this, and since you're on, Brian, I wanted to share this with y'all. Let me pull it up here. It's a new thing that YouTube has. Well, actually, it changed today. Brian, you were on here for over 100 comments. So the community spotlight, that's what YouTube is saying it. So Brian had 100 plus comments. Channel Cat Chaser has 100 plus comments. Skip Guns has 10 comments. Chris from the 740 has 100 plus comments. Arthur, I guess these are newer subscribers. Author Pence has 2 comments, and then Pranic has 100 plus. So anyway, there's your little community. It pops up on my phone and shows me weekly. So that's pretty awesome. I appreciate y'all very much. So got some diehards in here, and I really appreciate that. No, it's not for sissies. That's for sure, man. I'm just wondering if it's arthritis. Just my arthritis acting out. Yeah, I'm praying for you too, Brian. That's awful, man. Keep me in the loop. You got my cell phone number. Just shoot me a text and let me know what they say. Got some good numbers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I always appreciate y'all's comments. I definitely boost the videos and all that good stuff. And I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all want to see? I mean, I'm not trying to, blow out, gain million subscribers or anything like that, but sometimes I'll put out a video and it gets like 200 views or 100 views. it just doesn't get very many views. Is there something that y'all would like to see that I'm not doing? I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world or anything. I like to do what I do, but is there anything that y'all would like to see, or me not to say or not to do, or give me some input if you want to. Trust me, I take all criticism, good or bad. It doesn't matter to me. I got thick skin. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. But yeah, looking forward to seeing the family tomorrow. I think that's going to be a good time, especially. And if y'all didn't catch Chad earlier, I had to put our oldest dog down today. That sucked or right here before Thanksgiving, but he wasn't doing too good. His back legs were giving out on him, so he's having a hard time walking. And this wasn't a good situation. I didn't want him in any kind of pain, so went in and looked at him. Also, he's breathing really erratic. So went in and had him checked, and the vet agreed and was like, "Yeah, he needs to be done. Needs to go to the dog heaven for sure." So, oh, Clyde's got it. 22 watching, only 7 likes. Smash that like button. I appreciate that, Clyde. Oh, Brian's got a great idea. Bring the dancers to the chat. That would drive some views. Yeah, that's it may, but I'm not really into that. Maybe what eyeshadow makes a Glock pop. Yeah, I'm sure that would get the views. He was 14 years old. He was a dachshund. So, and he was a pretty big dachshund. His sister was half his size, but we thought, he was supposed to be a miniature dachshund, but shit, he was like freaking that long and about that tall. I mean, he was a big boy. His name was Frank. Thanks, Tina. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate that. Rainbow Bridge, yes. Yeah, but our little 4-legged friends do, pass away. We've lost them in the past. So, but I'm not gonna, we still have one. She's 5, but I'm not gonna be looking at buying another one super quick. But might get the notion to have another one sometime. Oh yes, I did. I saw that. Yeah, she's a train wreck. Did you see that where she was like drunk or on drugs or something talking? That was crazy. All right, John. John bought his first 45 ACP Springfield Armory Emissary optic ready. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I love me some 45 ACP, man. 230 grains of hate. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Have you ever done a head-to-head with your Staccato and MPA? Yes, I have. I've done the Staccato P versus the MPA DS9 hybrid full size, and I've done the C2 Staccato versus the MPA 4-inch. So I have done those before in the past, and those videos did well. Rich B says, could not believe how accurate I was shooting my friend's P365 and 380 with a 14 round magazine. Normally I can't hit anything with those small guns, but this one is an exception. No recoil to reason. Could be, yeah. I mean, those small guns, some of them, the tinier they are, sometimes the more recoil they have. But if you can get a really good grip on it, recoil, I'm not recoil sensitive. A lot of people aren't. But yeah, if you can get a really good grip on some of the small guns, you can manage them very well. Pretty surprising for me. Y'all all know in the past I've not been a slimline gun guy, but I will say this: that Shadow Systems CR920 XP, this is amongst the family members, that gun is actually very impressive to me. I can get a good grip on it. Also, since I've been carrying it, this is now the 2nd week that I've been carrying it. So I carried it all last week, and I've been carrying it so far this week. I'll carry it again tomorrow and the rest of the week. I'm actually very impressed with that gun. I've done dry firing, just of course coming out, and I can get a good master grip on it. So I was worried about the grip at first, but it has a substantial length of grip with the 15, +1. I'm actually very impressed with it. The trigger could always be better. The trigger is a little bit better than a stock Glock. but it's nothing super light or anything like that. I'm going to keep shooting at stock, but I might put a connector in it, or I might change it out at a later time. But right now, I don't want to do anything that could potentially, cause an issue or anything like that. But I actually like it. Greg says, had a high-powered bird dog. Back legs gave out. The kids were dragging it to the lawn to go to the bathroom. Darn thing looked at me. Had same eyes as when she was a pup. Yeah, that's the way Frank was looking at me. He was like, "Dad, I can't do this." So I took him in, and there you go. Fina is asking, what suppressor and ammo would you use for in home protection with 300 blackout? In mine right now, I've got 220 subs. It is, what the hell's the name of that ammo? It's Hog something. I can't remember the name of it. It's a hollow point. Sorry, my brain's fried. It's a hollow point. I use a Trash Panda on it. It works great. For anything other than home defense, I really do prefer 110 to 124 grain ammo. I like supersonic in a 300 blackout. I know a lot of people don't. If I'm carrying it, out for, travel, I do have the 110 in it dominantly. So, but yeah, it works great. It runs everything. All my 300 blackouts will run super and sub. So I don't have any issues with all my 300 blackouts. Yeah, Uncle Dan's right. The only reason I have it, I have subs for the home, is just to make it even quieter. Starting to believe the NFA will mostly be gone and Brandon Herrera will be the ATF director. That would be cool. We're just going to have to see. Yeah, I don't live in a huge house. That's why, I think the subs are going to be pretty much on point. I'm not going to have much drop at all. And I do run on an optic. I've got my center dot for the supers, and I have a lower triangle in my Huey, my Vortex UH1 Gen 2. I have the triangle in the bottom for the subs. So within the same optic or the same reticle, the center dot is for supers, the lower triangle is for subs. And it's pretty accurate. To, like 40 yards. And I don't really have a 40-yard distance inside my house. So my house is not that big. Yeah, I love wiener dogs. They're awesome. Name is Zoe. That's awesome, man. 11 years old. Congratulations, man. I love wiener dogs. They're cool as hell. Frank was an awesome dog. Super awesome dog. And that's the thing. We have a Chihuahua now too. It's my wife's dog. I don't know. I don't know. She wants another Chihuahua eventually, but I don't know. I kind of want like a. It doesn't have to be a wiener dog, but I kind of want something bigger than a Chihuahua. And Pixie's a good dog, the little Chihuahua. She's actually a really good dog. But yeah, I'm a big 300 blackout fan. There's a lot of calibers out there. I get it. I really do enjoy 300 blackout. 300 blackout, 308. Of course, 223, 556. I'm good to go with those as well. But over 556 and 223, I do prefer 300 blackout for my choice. There's not a wrong or a right. What do I think about the new Kimbers? The new 2011s are really cool. That gold one, I think it's called the Target. That's actually a cool looking gun. I haven't put any hands on them personally, so I don't know that. I've only gone, what Humboldt's told me, and I trust him. We're friends. He really likes it. I mean, it's getting a good response, and the price point's not bad at all. So, I mean, I think it's a very cool option if that's something that you're looking for. We have two Labrador Retrievers that I guarantee your arm will give out before they'll quit retrieving the tennis ball. Yeah, we've had labs in the past. They're awesome. Hello, Rodham. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, 45 ACP. That is a very good sub round as well. Border collies, yeah. I haven't had a border collie. We have a family member who's had border collies, and they're great dogs too. And I love the cow dogs too. The blue healers, but man, they run. You got to run them. So they're beautiful dogs. I'm a big dog person. I'm not a cat person. Nothing against if y'all are cat people. That's cool. I'm just never been a cat person. Had them when I was growing up as a kid. My mom had them, and these cats were freaking crazy. They'd attack you in your sleep, try to steal your soul. But yeah, always been a dog guy. Yep, Australian Shepherds. Yeah, I mean those are beautiful dogs. But what's on the menu tomorrow? I like to hear. I want to hear talk about food. Um, y'all doing turkey, ham? What are y'all doing? I remember back in the day, um, in Lubbock, we always used to go to Lubbock for my grandparent or with my grandparents on my mother's side. And if y'all have ever been to Lubbock or know anything about it, I believe it's called Pedro's Tamales. But you go to like beer stores and all that, and they sell them, and they sell them in a cooler, like the old styrofoam beer coolers. And they used to pack them in those. And I mean, if you bought a large amount, like 25 to 50 of them, they'd put them in those beer coolers. And my grandparents lived like two houses down from Pedro. I think his name was Pedro, who owned the tamale company. And every Christmas, man, he'd bring over like two coolers full of tamales. And they were freaking awesome. They're the best tamales I've ever had in my life. I've had some shitty tamales too, but they were awesome. So I do miss those. I haven't had tamales in forever. Good tamales. Fried turkey. I love fried turkey. I like smoked turkey better. And like I said, I was thinking about smoking like two or three turkeys this year, big ones. But for my mother, our mother-in-law. But she decided to order turkeys. I think they like more of the roasted turkeys, which I like too. But I really like a smoked turkey, and I can smoke some damn good turkey. Smoked turkey, honey baked ham, dressing, rice and gravy, cranberry sauce, collard greens, mac and cheese. Damn, Clyde, that sounds awesome, man. That sounds awesome. Hello, Norwood. How are you? Yeah, I know. We make the real gravy. I don't do bottled gravy either. He's been busy. He is running a company that I can't say too much, but he's still in the business. But he's running a company. We talk probably once a week. We are going to get together and shoot. He's just been traveling a lot, so he's more on the road now. So he's not local or more local like he was. But he's good. He's good. Yeah, and I was saying earlier, man, I like the cranberry sauce right out of the can, kind of old school. You just rip the top off of it and throw it in a bowl and chop it up. That's the way I like it. Oh yeah, you like this hat? Yeah, I got the new. It's the. They're not even in circulation yet. I've got a new CZ hat too. I'll show it another time. It's way up there on the hat rack. Um, but it's a limited edition. You can't get them. They don't even have them on their website. And the CZ rep blessed me with one. What's funny, I didn't even know. I mean, I've seen him before, but he actually watches my videos. And CZ was at the 5-year Texas Gun Experience anniversary. And I was just talking to him, shooting the crap. And he's like, "Are you Big Johnson?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so he had been watching my videos. So he goes, "I got something for it." And he reached under the table and had one in a package and said, "Here, I want to give this to you." And I was like, "Oh, shit, that's cool." It's a new tan one. Well, I mean, I can grab it. It's right here if you want to see it. But you can't buy these. But that's it right there. It's got the built-in patch. Over there it says CZ USA. On the back it has it to where you can put the long CZ patch on it. And it's brand new. But I think that's kind of cool. And he actually gave me some CZ patches. The little P10C that's kind of, it's got the flashlight on it and stuff. It's one of those little nice bubble patches. That is going to be coming, Pistol Pete. That's definitely going to be coming. Be the Stock 2 versus the Shadow 2. That's coming now that they're both dotted. I just didn't feel it was fair before, but now since I've got the dots on both, that is coming. So glad you said that. But damn, Uncle Dan's he's been killing some hogs. He's going to have turkey, wild hog, deer meat, peanut butter sandwiches. Hell, you can't go wrong with peanut butter sandwiches. Hello, Trigger Bar. Yeah, and there's some people on here that do some great content. Trigger Bar's got a good channel, so y'all check them out if you haven't already. Oh, and I think YouTube opened it up now to where you can tap the little icons. I think you can now while you're on the phone. If you're watching from a phone, I think you can tap the icons and subscribe to the channels now. I was checking that when I was on his chat one time. I mean, I was in the side chat, and I was able to tap the button and subscribe to some channels. So please take advantage of that. Yeah, we talked about it to do have him on as a guest again. Ooh, damn, that sounds good too. Day after Thanksgiving, we'll take the leftover turkey and make either turkey pot pie or turkey and dumplings. Man, that sounds good. Make you a turkey sandwich, use the dressing as the bread. Yeah, I always do the leftover, like make turkey sandwiches. And on the sandwiches, I'll toast the bread, like sourdough bread. And then I'll put dressing. I'll put the turkey, a little bit of gravy, cranberry sauce, and then button it up as a sandwich. And it's pretty damn awesome. I call it my Thanksgiving sandwich. I don't know about those, Brian. The leather hats. I mean, other than cowboy hats, I don't know about the Crocodile Dundee hats. Never worn those. The wrong person to say anything about those. Hello, William Carter. Happy Thanksgiving. G23 is in the house. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, it does help the channel. Thank you so much. I love me some cranberry sauce, man. Pistol Pete, I was talking about that with somebody else. I just don't know if it's going to. They didn't make it optic ready because it's for that bullseye stuff they do over there. ISP, whatever they call it. So I don't know. I mean, to me, as long as you're shooting a dot gun, it doesn't really matter about the barrel length. But if you're using sights, you definitely want a 5 or 6 inch barrel if you can get it. So I for me, that wouldn't be something I would be looking at buying personally. Not saying it's a bad option. It's just I wouldn't be. If it doesn't oink, moo, or moan, I don't eat it. I hear you, man. I'm the carnivore guy. I'm not the vegetarian. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you. I want to tell the family members. I saved the email. This was freaking hilarious. This was hilarious. Coco, and I'll show you. I'm not making this up. I already sent this to a bunch of buddies. If you can see that. Damn, man, it's not coming in very clear, is it? Anyway, they're asking if I want to review the industry's first magnetic charging red dot sight. It says, hi, Big Johnson. Hope you're doing well. My name is Coco, and I'm reaching out on behalf of the O-Sight team. We're a global manufacturer specializing in high-quality red dot sights, featuring the industry's first magnetic charging cover. I recently came across your channel and was impressed by your content. That means they don't watch it because I've been bashing Olight for quite a while. I would like to find out if you're interested in reviewing and testing our red dot sights, blah, blah, blah. If there's something that interests you, for a collaboration, let us know your requirements. If I'm going to charge them, that's probably what they want to know. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Coco, marketing specialist from the Olight O-Sight team. So apparently she doesn't watch my videos, and they didn't take me off their list that I asked them to like many, many years ago. But I thought that was kind of crazy. And then honestly, I have no reason to test that site. Just being honest with you, I'm not saying it's bad or indifferent. I have seen some pretty bad reviews about it. But again, maybe they even upgraded it or changed it. But the way you charge your red dot is you put a cap over the top of it. So if you run backup sites or anything like that, you can't get the cap on it to charge it. So, I mean, that's not really for me. So I wouldn't be doing it. And I could always get it from them, maybe test it and then give it to somebody. We could give it away on the channel, but I just don't really want to get into the Olight game again. Nothing against them. If you like them, that's cool. I don't want to bash them. Or I could just mount it on a SIG and throw them both in the trash. No, I'm just joking. I'm really not, but you know what I mean. Let me catch back up here real quick. Yeah, I haven't talked to the Scotsmans forever. The Thunder Chicken is bigger, so it is a little quieter, but it's just bigger. And I don't really need a bigger suppressor. I like a smaller suppressor personally. I mean, you're going to get, it's going to knock a little bit off, but my Trash Panda is plenty quiet to me. Pistol Pete said that would be a no. Yeah, I haven't responded to him. I hadn't planned on it. Looney Tune says, do you own any OUs at over under shotguns? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I do have one over under. It's a Browning. I can't remember the model number. I haven't shot it in 1,000 years, but I do have an over under if that's what you're asking. Hello, Armsman. How are you? There's another, got some great holsters. If y'all need any holsters, and you can use the code, it gives you free shipping and 10% off. It's BJGG10. If y'all need a great holster, light bearing, non-light bearing, outside waistband, Armsman is your guy. He makes great holsters. Again, what happens if you lose the charger? I totally agree. I don't want to mess with shit like that. But, I mean, there are other lights out there, that you have to charge and stuff like that. So, but I do prefer if you can throw a battery in it, because I can throw batteries in the bag. Especially if you're doing like a pistol class. I mean, I don't know how long the charge would probably last for a long time, I would think. I don't know. I haven't tried it. And like I said, I'm not bashing them. If somebody, wants that optic and it works good for them, hey, that's cool. Or the light, if it works good for them, that's cool too. I'm sure they have came a long way since the last time I tested their lights. And I mean, anything can happen to any manufacturer. You can get a lemon here and there. We've all done it. Somebody was asking me, I think it was Rodema, was asking me if there was any guns on my radar. Honestly, there's really not. One thing I do want to get for the channel and even for myself is I want to get the new Garmin, the little velocity, where you can put it on its little tripod and you can check the velocity and all that other stuff. I do want to get one of those. I probably will get one, soon. I've been thinking about it. Stuff just came up and I've forgotten to get it. And then I saw them on sale and forgot to get one. So when they have another good sale, probably before Christmas, I'll probably get one so I can check the velocities on my rifles and pistols, of course. So I think that'll be a good setup. And I can also go between different ammos and check so I know what it runs on my guns. Armsman, I did a box opening. I put that video out today and come to find out, they sent me, and not the company, but Amazon sent me one apparently that has been used. So somebody must have returned it. It's missing hardware, which I've got hardware. It was missing the instructions, which I don't have to have. But what I was saying in the video is if I was a brand new dot person who didn't have all those other things, and I needed screws and I needed the little Torx bit and the instructions on how to use it if I was a newbie, that would suck for that person. Now, of course, they could return it to Amazon and get another one. But, this one was sent by the company through Amazon. So that didn't work out very good. For those who have a heart, root for South Gamecocks over the Clemson Kitties this Saturday. Huge game. Yeah. Pistol Pete saying that basketball or hockey. That's football, brother. Oh, I haven't seen that movie, Reagan, but I heard about it. I heard it was good. Yeah, we'll check it out. Is it on like Netflix or anything now? I don't know. Let me know, Brian, where you saw it. I know you have that other special thing, but is it available on Netflix and all those other kind of things? I've got a bunch of channels. I just don't know what the hell all of them are. Or I could just Google the movie Reagan, but I would like to see that. Also, about when Trump gets in, have you heard about all the declassification and the UFO things and the JFK things and the Epstein things and the P. Diddy things? And do you really think all that stuff is going to be open? What do y'all think? Do you think we're going to get the real deal, or you think they're going to have all that crap blacked out again? What do y'all think? Think we'll get to find out the truth? And also, I've always wanted to ask this. Who out here, and this isn't a negative thing or a positive thing, but who believes in UFOs? Whether they be alien UFOs or, our own, UAPs, I believe. Who believes in those? Just curious. And if you don't want to say, you don't want to say. But I'm just curious. Who believes in it? Who doesn't believe in it? Tell me, yeah, I believe in it. No, I think it's a bunch of crap, whatever you want to say. William Carter said it's good. I've always liked Dennis Quaid, and he's on our side. He bucks the Hollywood bullcrap. So we're going to polish this off real quick. That's good. Hello, Keith Gregory. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, John is saying he believes. Okay, that's cool. Oh, here it is. Ranger is saying I believe. Just too hard to believe. We are the only life anywhere. Brian said he gets all the movies free of charge. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Rich V is saying I think there's some sort of life out there for sure. Pistol Pete is saying I think the main thing we will see is these mayors and governors pushing back on ICE to fight Trump, not because they want to stand up for illegals in our country. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I believe there's something out there, and I do believe in UAPs. I was in aviation before, and I know that we've got some crazy stuff. I had worked on one time. I had worked on an engine for the SR-71 Blackbird. And if you know anything about the SR-71 Blackbird, if you ever saw the movie Firefox with Clint Eastwood, that was the SR-71 Blackbird. And that thing was one of our fastest aircrafts ever made. And they retired it. And I mean, it was stupid fast. I had talked to some pilots. I wasn't a pilot. I was a technician in aviation, but I had spoken with some pilots that flew that thing, and they were just like, it's insane. And I was like, Mach 3, Mach 4, and they were just, and I'm like, holy crap. And they retired that a long, long time ago. So I know if we've got that, who knows what the hell we have now that would surpass that. And of course, the bombers, the stealth bombers, and all that stuff, I know that. But, if you've got something faster than the SR-71 Blackbird, I think you, by now especially, you have some crazy stuff. So nothing in the backdoor engineering would surprise me. But Arslan saying, I don't think everything will be exposed. I don't agree with this Pam Bondi appointment for AG. I don't know about Pam Bondi either. She's gone against bump stocks and stuff in the past. So I don't agree with that one. But, we'll see. Brian saying, absolutely believe, explain the pyramids and the quality, precision, and weight of their construction. Exactly right. I mean, they're all cut perfectly and they're all stacked perfectly. And I believe they were power plants. I don't care what people say. I believe they were power plants. Um, and some people might think I'm crazy, but also believe there was free electricity back in the day. Um, there were copper balls up on the top. Capacitors. I mean, it's just there's just too much. There's just too much. Uh, and a lot of this stuff is just gone or mysteriously. um, so yeah, there's some crazy stuff that a lot of people, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, science says this, science says that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a scientist or an engineer, but I'm pretty smart when it comes to some stuff like that, and I don't believe everything I hear. I can definitely form my own opinions, as a lot of us can. Oh yeah, and if you remember, a plane back when took out the side of where all those items were stored. A plane. We got some CCTV footage. There's no wings. So Brian says, agree with the power plants 100%. Yep. Yeah, and also you've heard that they can't. What was it this time? This is like the eighth time. Uh, there's been all these billions and billions of dollars that they can't account for. So there's some shady stuff going on, and I really hope that Elon and what's his name? The Doge. I can't ever say his damn name. Goswami or whatever, Vivek or whatever. I hope they really start nailing down some shit. Yeah, I don't know about this Bondi deal. You know, I just hope, and I don't know why Gates stepped aside unless there's something else he's going to be doing, or if he's going to go back, for the next year in the Senate or Congress or whatever. I don't know. It's I keep thinking they might have thrown him up there to see the rhinos exposed. That's what I kind of see, and the four were definitely exposed. So, and y'all know that I don't get super political, but you know, we definitely have to have a lot of people on our side and get rid of the ones who aren't. Let's see, catch up here. Anybody going out of town, or y'all all staying local tomorrow? Let's see here. Rich B is saying, have you heard of any issues when installing a red dot on the new Nocturne? That on the one side, the screw can be too long and interfere with the extractor? Yes. That's pretty standard on a lot of guns, even Glocks. I talked about it on a chat. I don't know about 4 or 5 chats back before. You've got to look at the length of the screws, put your shorter screw, and if you don't have a shorter screw, you can grind it off or trim it off. But yeah, I can definitely get into the extractor and cause issues. I really think that was what happened to Honest Outlaw and some other people. They screwed it right down to into the extractor. So, yep, he was definitely going to stir the pot. Gad's not going back to Congress. He's something else official today. Okay. I haven't heard anything today because I was dealing with Frank and stuff all morning. G23 is not doing anything. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. Grind those screws down, yeah. Yeah, you really got to check your length on a lot of dots and a lot of different guns. You don't want too long of screws. Some will bottom out and let you know you did something wrong. Some will just keep sucking it right on in there. Hello, DB. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Take a little drink out of my orange Longhorn cup. Good old water. Yeah, and I've got, just so y'all know, as soon as I have some free time, there are some guns that I want to revisit. I do want to shoot my Rock 5.7. I really want to get back into shooting the 5.7 because what I want to do is take my wife. She still hasn't shot it yet. She's handled it and she likes the way that it feels, but she hasn't shot it yet. So I really want to get my wife and my daughter behind the Rock. However, my daughter's pregnant, so I don't really want her exposed to anything for the baby's sake. Not that Texas Gunsmith have the best filtration system, but I just don't want her dealing with that or having the boom boom, with the baby right this moment. So, but I do want to get my wife behind the 5.7, see what she thinks about it, and I'll shoot it suppressed, non-suppressed. I like it. I think it's a really fun gun, a lot of fun to shoot, and it's just a hoot. And it is center fire, so it's definitely more reliable than your average 22. I do want to start shooting 22 pistols more too. I want to shoot 300 blackout more, 308 more, 5.56 more, even to some distances like I've talked about before. I want to start going to ETTS at least once a month, where I'm going to the outdoor range, getting some distance, 400, 500, whatever. I want to really kind of dial in my scope ability because that is my weakness, just being 1,000% honest. I don't struggle with pistols, but with rifles, and I can, I can basically my dialing is what I want to get a little, dialed in, so to say. No pun intended, but I want to get even more comfortable with that because that is my weakness. If I had to pick one, so I want to do that more. I've got all these rifles and things. I want to start shooting them a lot more, not just pistols. I want to kind of go off into some other things. I've got a really nice PCZ that I enjoy shooting. I want to shoot it as well. Um, Not just take pistols to the range. Maybe take a couple of pistols and a rifle periodically, or a PDW, or even a pistol. Like a 300 blackout pistol, and shoot it more. I've got all this freaking ammo, and I do want to start shooting it more. So that's what I have planned. What are y'all thinking? Yeah, those little victories are fun. Got you some tandem cross parts. I've got a code. It's BJGG5. It'll save you 5% off tandem cross. Should still be good. Hello, Lynn Holt. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, brother. So they changed the number of votes to up to 7 to remove the speaker because of Gates. Definitely shook the tree for the good. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. But yeah, I want to, just start shooting a lot of these guns, that I've been neglecting, so to say. And it's not neglecting, it's just, I haven't really been shooting them that much. I want to also, I've got a really nice shooting bag or shooting mat, and I've got some nice shooting bags. I want to shoot my long guns, and I can even go to the indoor range and just shoot prone, of course, only 50 yards. But, it's very relaxing when I go shoot my 22 precision rifle. I want to do that more. I want to just go and have like relaxation and fun. And of course I'll film it, but I want to do that. Start having a bunch of fun. Keith Gregory says, Big J, do you ever shop on Gunbroker or just local? Dominantly local. I've never I've looked on Gunbroker before, but I've actually never bought anything on Gunbroker. Not saying it's bad. I just haven't, because I'm like, if I need something, I can find it local usually. And I do try to support my local gun shop, Texas Gun Experience. I do try to support them as much as possible. Not saying I've got everything from there because I haven't, but I do try to support them as much as possible. Brian said I didn't fire a single round in 2024. Just thought about that. Health has sucked entire year that I thought about. No, it's totally understandable, man. I know you're a Lynx guy, but are Saver bags legit? Yeah, I mean they're not bad bags. They are made in China. The some of the zippers, um, they're not. I'm not saying they're horrible. I have seen some of them tear. Um, but maybe they'll stand behind it. I just don't know their warranty process. They're probably pretty good about it, but I have checked out their bags. Not saying there's anything wrong with them. You know, I really try to support Lynx. I've bought now he has sent me bags, but I've bought a bunch of bags from him and full pop, not a discount. So, they're not cheap, but they're all American made, American parts, all that kind of stuff. So I try to support that as much as I can, but I totally get it, you especially now with the economy, you know, sometimes you can't afford a $300 bag or $350 bag. So I understand. But I say buy what you can afford. But compared to a lot of other bags, I would say the Savers or Save, however you pronounce that, I would say they're pretty decent bags. So Savor, I think, is how it's pronounced. Oh, Costco has them. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen them in Costco. I hadn't paid attention, honestly. Yeah, I've seen the tennis racket bag. I just haven't purchased any. Lynn is saying I'm awash in unboxing red dots, trying to make my mind up. Oh, so you bought a bunch of red dots, and I guess you're opening them up, trying to make your mind up of which one to put on which, or something. Is what I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean it can get overwhelming for damn sure. Craig M says I have a decent 22 LR incoming. Can't wait. I'm looking towards spring varmint season, but it could be a good range toy. Oh man, they're awesome. There's nothing more fun than a 22 rifle. I mean, I've got the M&P 22 Sport or the M&P 22, um, semi, and I mean it's a great rifle. It's a lot of fun. I have the original one. If anybody needs a knee replacement and is putting it off, based on my experience, go do it. What a difference it makes. It's so nice to be able to do some activity again with no pain. That's great, Rich. Yeah, a friend of ours just had a hip replacement. She was having really bad hip pain, and she's really not that old, but she'd have a hip replacement. Two Holosuns and going to evaluate a Viridian RX 45. That's cool. I'm a big Holosun fan. I mean, I've got tons of them. Matter of fact, I just bought three more. So I've got two EPS carries now, and I just bought the Holosun 507 Comp, which is the really big window. I put that on the Tanfo. I bought that through Impact Machine. And that's the great thing; they even sell dots. Um, and that window is pretty damn impressive. I mean, it's a big window, but it's pretty impressive. Yeah, YZZ zippers are awesome. And that's the thing, about Lynx. They do use everything, and he does like triple stitching. I mean, I've never, ever, ever had any of his bags break. I've had the what is it called? Durco or whatever. I want to say Draco, but it's not Draco. It's called Durco or something. Rifle bags. I've even had videos in the past where the freaking zippers are broken. And it sucks when your rifle's in it and you're going to unzip it and your freaking zippers break off and you're sitting there prying it open. That pisses me off. Yeah, I love 22 semis. They're fun. Ranger says, I've got the 507 comp, great red dot. Yeah, this is my first one, the first comp, the big one. So far, I like it. Velcro on the panels. Yeah, on my M&P 22, I've even tricked it out. I've got a Rise trigger in it. I put the Rise trigger in it, and man, that trigger's sweet. It's like, I think it's 3.5 pounds. I really woke that trigger or woke that rifle up a lot. So it's a lot of fun to shoot. And I've got some other little bells and whistles on that gun. Again, I did film a detailed video of the Impact Machine CZ97B. If y'all haven't seen it, the one that's attributed to my father. I did a desktop video and filmed it and really show quite a bit of it. Earlier on the chat, I showed the trigger pulls on that gun. It's amazing. Scott killed it with that trigger kit, the tuning of it. I mean, that thing is money. So the lightest on the single action is 2 pounds 13 ounces. The lightest on the double action is 6 pounds 3.1 ounces. I mean, it's a legit trigger. I freaking love that thing. And I don't dry fire double action, single actions a lot without a snap cap, but I did for this. I was just like, man, I gotta pop that thing, and it feels good. The trigger's butter. It's actually the single action is the only trigger I have that is light as that one is my MPA. It's about a 2 pound trigger on the 2011, so it feels about as good as that one. And it's double action, single action. So I'd have a 6 pound, 3.1 ounce double action. That's pretty legit. My Shadow 2 is a lighter double action. It's like right at 5 pounds, 9 ounces on the double action, but the single action is heavier. It's like 3 pounds, 6 ounces. So you got to give and take on some of the trigger kits, but it's a different trigger kit. It's not the Cajun Pro. And Scott has a long history with Cajun, so just so you know, he knows those things like the back of his hand. But anyway, we're getting, it's 8:01. If y'all are just tuning in or whatever, I appreciate y'all so much. Definitely want to give thanks to y'all. It's Thanksgiving. I want to thank y'all for making this chat happen. Y'all always have some great comments, and I appreciate all the loyal followers jumping on. I did a call out on some of the best commenters earlier. So if you missed your name and you were one of them, check it out. I tried to share the love because y'all make this happen. It's going to suck tomorrow without Dad here. And, of course, I lost Frank, too. So, that'll suck. But, we'll get through it. We've got a bunch of family coming in. So, it'll make it all better. But I will miss, not having Dad at Thanksgiving. This will be the first Thanksgiving without him. So that will suck. But we'll press through. Ranger said that was a great video showing the milling on your gun, and it's a piece of art too. Beautiful pistol. Your dad would be proud. Yeah, no, I know he would. He's probably looking down, going, "Holy crap, that thing's awesome." RPR has an adjustable trigger. Yeah, but we will go ahead and shut it down. Y'all can go be with your families, and I wish all of y'all a very happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much. And if you haven't reached out to a relative or whatever, please do. Give them a call, give them a text, let them know you're thinking about them. If you're around your relatives, hug them, tell them you love them, all that good stuff, because you never know nowadays. But I really appreciate y'all all for being here. Craig is saying Big J still enjoy the family time, along with great memories. Yep, that's what we'll do. So, but we will all press forward and make this a happy Thanksgiving. So, y'all have a wonderful evening and a super Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all as always. And remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation. So we all got to carry on. Thanks, everyone. Y'all take care. Have a great night.